Welcome to the podcast that has earned recognition, we're proud to say, in 2019, and it happened again in 2020, in that we have been named one of the best in the marketing research industry. This is Research Business Daily Report, and we see that you're watching RBDR today, so please lend your support for this research news video series by visiting our crowdfunding platform at patreon.com/RBDR. I'm Bob Lederer, now in my 26th year as the respected voice in market research. Here at RBDR, we're extremely proud of the 2020 6-month-long series we produced from March to October that featured responses from the market research industry, from its various sectors, client insights department, and various members of the vendor community, all to the shocking emergence of the coronavirus, its impact on the research industry, and what the industry was doing in response. In 2021, the research industry has certainly acclimated much to the COVID-19 environment, and that being the case, today we're going to begin a new series. It's going to look at adapted vendor offerings that are nice fits for 2021. Our introductory presenter is Alex Hunt, CEO of Behaviorally. Now, if that company name is unfamiliar to you, Behaviorally is the new name for the shopper insights agency PRS in Vivo USA, which was acquired this month by Alcentra and, of course, renamed. Here's Alex.
COVID in 2020 was an experience for all of us, but from a shopper perspective, what it did was accelerate a lot of the changes that were already happening anyway. In many respects, I think we had a decade of change in a year, particularly and specifically with regard to buying behavior online and the growth in digital shopper. Certain categories, of course, were ahead of others in certain regions of the world. Asia, as an example, was a long way ahead of other regions as a result, actually, of the SARS epidemic. What we've seen is just a exponential growth across all sorts of different categories and sectors in purchasing online, and those changes are here to stay. So for us at Behaviorally, we've really put the work in to double down in that area and improve our capability suite in that area. Many of you will know that one of our core competencies is package testing, and of course we can still do that at physical shelf, but now it's coupled with the ability to do it at digital shelf. We've really expanded capabilities at digital shelf. And conversely, in our labs, which conventionally, of course, were looking at point of sale physical retail, we can now examine the shopper journey through our OmniPath tool, looking at the digital journey and how that interacts with the physical world. So I think in sum, COVID really accelerated that growth in digital shopper. In our Define line of products, not only are they all applicable and purchasable by clients to define physical shelf designs or physical shelf activations, but they're all available to define digital shelf activations as well. We had developed a very clear strategic plan around investing in growth in this area anyway. And when COVID came in March of last year, under the heading of Never Waste a Good Crisis, we really just accelerated our efforts. And for me, one of the most rewarding things of 2020, a very challenging year for many people, both personally and professionally, was the way that we were able to seize the opportunity to really pivot our business more quickly than we planned to. And that's why we feel pretty good moving into 2021. So I would say that it was more of an acceleration, frankly, than necessarily redefining what we were doing anyway.
That wraps up today's Research Business Daily Report for you. Now, the editorial goal, if you haven't watched this before, is to present news insights and commentary that, frankly, we know you're not going to find anywhere else. We've got no doubt that you'll find that to be the case if you check in with RBDR regularly. And as your appreciation for what we are presenting hopefully grows, we hope that will allow you to consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter. We thank the agency Group Solver for becoming our latest Patreon supporter. And you can do the same by visiting patreon.com/RBDR. Please join us again tomorrow after we hope is a good research day for you today. And in these dangerous times, stay safe.